All right, here we are, here we are, here we are. Welcome to Elite Dangerous Daily. I'm Dragster. Please subscribe, check the like button, leave a comment, smash the notification bell. For the next 3 days, we're going to do a little bit of colonization. We're still going to chat and play. A lot of things going on, especially in community goals. It seems like it's going to wind down sooner, hopefully sooner than 1 week. But I hope you contributed. You do get Type A Convoy Chromatic Cherry color. You get Panther Clipper Mark II's Zolgan Peterson Parcel Red. And you get a whole bunch of credits for a little bit of hauling. So if you just haul 1 ton, you're going to get 45 million for that 1 ton, plus 22,000, which is the going rate right now at that station. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually going to haul. We're going to try to finish up the system, and I'll show you what I actually did. In the system, oh, I didn't even get there. Damn, I forgot I had to, and I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. I had to actually send it there. We can't get any closer than we are, because this is not a regular ship. Where are we going? We're going to ECG C1-11, Scudum Dark Region. And I'm going to do a lot of colonization, so bear with me while I send the fleet carrier there. And I'm going to send it to the Golden Spike. We're going to go here because we have some construction on the surface to do. Okay. Where's my thing? I wanted to send the ship. Come on. Okay. A little tired right now. You know, we're all going through a lot of things, and I'm going through most of them. Most of the harsh ones right now in my life. You know, sometimes my wife says, why are you doing the streams? Why are you doing that? You're not making any money. And, you know, to Chinese people, if you don't make money out of something, it's like, forget about it. They have to make money out of it. So I said, well, I enjoy doing it. I like being with people. I love the game. I like to promote it. Probably this weekend I'm going to try to get on to... I can do some things that I can get onto Twitch. I just don't like Twitch too much. And so, after that, I'm going to apply for the partnership program, see if I can get into that. And then I can actually give you guys some heads up on stuff that's happening on Twitch also. They give a lot of free stuff away. Hello, Captain No Name. 07 Commander 07. It's a little hard to hear you, or is it just TME? Hear you? Yeah, I got it blasting, dude. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can make it even higher. I mean, I got it blasting. Let's make it higher. We'll raise it by a few decibels. Okay, I raised it by 3 decibels, so maybe because I mumble a little bit sometimes. Yeah, in the beginning, until I can get stuff going, and then after that, I get stuff going, so. Yeah, I forgot I had to jump there. I thought I was there already, and I can actually do stuff. Okay, are Trailblazer ships disabled? Trailblazer ships no longer function. Vizira. Trailblazer ships no longer function. You're going to have to find different hubs everywhere throughout the systems to load up materials. 07 Commander Tom. Yeah, the Trailblazers were good up to, I want to say, was it March or February? I don't remember. But there are plenty of systems that have, full complement of materials. Like I'm building one myself right now. I'm gonna haul to it, and I have another one on the bridge that I'm gonna haul, that I haul from when I need some materials. Even though I probably need to finish one more thing there, and I'll be fully functional. Captain No Name says, I think the Nomad will have a small science lab. I don't think there's room for it. I'll be honest with you. I really don't think there's room for it. Do you have one of your carriers in HIP 60652 near CG? I have... Let me count. I have 7 in 60652. Well, actually, 6 and 6 in HIP 60652, and 1 in HIP 60268. Yeah, they're there. They're there. So, yeah, they're there. Anyway, let's look at the system that is going to be a hub also. I posted about the bridge on the forums. This is the bridge. And when I first started the bridge, I started from Nova Aquila. Okay, and I started from this side. So I started in 2 directions. So I was colonizing this way and I was colonizing this way. And I finished up in the middle at... right there, Scudum Dark Region, EGXC111. My FC is there too. I'm leveling 2 alternate tunes. Wonderful, Tom. Wonderful. That's a good thing. Yeah, there's reason why I did that. I have so many tunes, and colonization is one of them. I'm planning on helping the Sagway, helping them build towards Colonia. So I'll probably send either 2 or 3 fleet carriers to help them out, to help haul. So that's a good thing. So, but that means if I had less accounts, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I'll send probably if I send 3, that leaves me with after I've level up these other 2, 9. But I don't plan on bringing those back, right? I don't plan on making any trips back. Maybe if I have a Caspian, I'll come back for something, for maybe a community goal. But that's it. So there is a good thing about having all alternate accounts. In other games, you have alternate saves. Like when I played Dungeons and Dragons, I had like 10 tunes, and most of them were banks. These guys were banks until we got the Squadron Bank. So these guys were banks, and I don't feel like deleting them because you did put some work in them, and they actually can help. So having alternate accounts is necessary, I think. The problem with Elite Dangerous is you can't have more than 1 save on 1 account. That's FDev hasn't figured out how to save more than 1 account on whatever. So this is the actual system I'm going to actually colonize and finish up. I have a T3 on the surface here at A6A. I have a T2 above a water world that I'm going to finish up. I have a T2 here, which is an industrial location, and another T2 here. So I got 3 T2s, 1 T3 to finish up in the system. So I'm going to start with the ground. Finish the ground first, and then that'll give me the CMM composites. It'll give me the other good stuff so I can actually finish up the system. Okay. Okay, so I'm waiting for the jump. Sorry about that. 10 minutes to go. I thought I brought it there, but I think I fell asleep last night during the jump. So that's the only bad thing about jumping. If you need a squadron, and even if you don't need a squadron, if you need materials, I got enough on the fleet carrier, squadron carrier. I have enough on the squadron carrier that you can build 800 suits and 500 guns. I have so many materials, and don't forget, I did a lot of care packages. I still got a lot of care packages. So if you need materials, just let me know, please. I have one guy, I don't know what he goes by in chat. I don't know who it is in chat, but in the Discord, he's Dogface. So he's grinding out materials to finish. I don't know how many suits he's finishing. 8 guns? 3 suits? You only need like 2 guns, dude. Anyway, he's doing 8 guns. And how many suits? 3 suits. And I said to him, I have enough on the squadron carrier to make 800 suits and 500 guns. Seriously speaking. You're not going to run out. You know, even if I did like, I think I did 3 new suits and 4 new guns, and I still have tons left. So if you need anything, just let me know. No strings attached. Love to help you out. You know, if I have it, I'll give it to you. Just ask, and I'll gladly give it to you, even for nothing. If you don't have a squadron, join us. We're not gonna make you run around. We're not gonna make you haul. We are gonna make you play and have fun. So if you don't want to have fun, then don't join us. Okay. I had some dark times earlier. And we did have a couple of people leave our squadron, but I let them go because of the lack of understanding. I am going through some really, really hard times right now, but at least this game is keeping me happy, and being able to help you people out will keep me happy too. So you just gotta be optimistic. I'm trying to stay optimistic. So that's the situation. In any case, again, if you need any help whatsoever with materials, please let us know. I can't help you with the I can only help you with the Odyssey materials, because the other stuff you can't, right? You have to actually farm the ship materials, which is a bitch. I wish they fixed that, but you know, what can I say? That you can put that on the squadron carrier, because I would actually empty out everybody's inventory and just go in and farm, so this way I can help out my team. So if you need stuff, let me know, okay? Don't sit there and grind and then lose faith and then leave. That's what I don't want to happen. You know, unfortunately, when they designed the game initially, engineering was gameplay, so grinding is part of that. So I can't help the grind. I can't make it easier for you. So just let me know what you're doing, and I help you out. I will help you out, okay? Just let me know. Anyway, so we got 4 minutes to go, and I'll jump. The reason I'm not going with the ship is just it doesn't have range. I emptied it out and made it more lightweight, so it could thrust. I can escape pirates. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to do in this game besides colonization. I like colonization because it kind of brings a little peace to my heart when I'm completing something. I'm like working towards a goal. I liked the combat I did the other night, the power play combat. And make sure you guys show up for the power play combat when I have that. You know, it was actually educational. I was noticing what I was doing and I wasn't explaining. And then I just figured out, hey, you know, this is a phenomenal way to get merits, because I was only kind of 50, maybe 60% of the time attacking ships with no hull and barely any shields. So it was just a one-hit wonder. So it was perfect. It was perfect. So there's a lot to learn in those fights. Ground combat. I like ground combat. I almost have my last sigil for Inara. I was working towards that. I'm going to do ground combat probably any day now. Just these last few days I haven't been feeling too well. Not under the weather, but the treatment I'm getting is making me, let's just say it's not making me happy. So anyway, ground combat requires a little bit of acuity. You know, you got to think about what you're doing, how you're attacking. I messed up a few times last time, and it's not a good thing. What else can you do? Bounty hunting. You know, you can do missions. You can go and explore. That's the big thing. That's why I think the Nomad's going to be a great ship for exploration. Nomad's going to be great. I created a poor man's squadron carrier, installed shipyard and outfitting on the FC for 500 million, and now all tunes are based out of my carrier. That's good. Good job, Tom. Again, you don't have to be in my squadron to ask for help. Okay, so if you need the help, if you need the materials for Odyssey, because Odyssey is going to require materials, you're going to require guns, you're going to require all your suits to be upgraded. If you're going to use your Dominator suit, you're going to need a pretty good one. Okay, so be ready. Be ready. Don't go into the combat and you're not ready. You say, "Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that," or purchase the suit before the actual mission. You know, nobody around you is going to be happy if they're playing with someone that's not ready. So it's always best to get ready beforehand, you know? Even if you don't need those suits or weapons right away. So again, I am willing to extend a handout. I have half of my squadron carriers full. Literally, I got that much materials. Okay, so there are some things that are missing, like risk assessments. Those are important. Mining analytics. Those are important. So those can be achieved pretty easy, but I got pretty much everything else. And if you need manufacturing instructions, I am the king of getting manufacturing instructions. I actually have a video which hit, how many views?
5, 4.
Yeah, I just saw it. It hit, how many views does it have? I did one on manufacturing instructions, how I do the gathering and all that. It hit 3,960 views. Almost 4,000 views. So I can help you with your manufacturing instructions. Just let me know if you need it. You know, it's for free. Okay, it's my pleasure to help out and help your gameplay. Okay, so that's why I built the bridge. I built the bridge because there was a lot of star systems that were not being colonized, and I figured you guys would have something to do after the bridge is finished. Unfortunately, I don't have all the hubs, the construction hubs where you can get everything all in one place ready yet, but I will soon enough. So let's start there is a ground port. This is what we're actually going for. The planetary site, the bridge. So we're actually going to do the bridge. Now the bridge requires a lot of steel because it's a tier 3. Also, if you're new to the game and rocking level 1 gear, check Pioneer every time you land at new places. That's true for pre-engineered suits and weapons. At most you're going to find is level 3 stuff with a couple of things on them, but they're not always useful. Literally, if I have the mining analytics and the risk assessments and the manufacturing, I can do anything to level 5 and fully engineered because of all the stuff we have on the ship. Literally. So let me know. I played a lot and I'm a pack rat, so I didn't give anything away all these years. I did sell a lot of stuff. I got like 10 billion doing that, but now people don't buy them anymore. What's up, Jack? Phaser Reddock. Yeah, like an Artemis suit with extra backpack capacity. Yeah, that would make no sense. Now an Artemis suit with jump would make sense. An Artemis suit with was it that reduced not weapon, but something capacity. It's like this. There's a lot of things you can put on an armor suit. You don't need backpack capacity. You're never gonna need backpack capacity in that Artemis suit. Okay. So we're going to start with the steel. We're going to see how much steel we need, because I know I'm going to need a lot. This is a T3, and I want to finish this one first because this way I can get materials for the other stations from the ground station. Okay, so we're going to finish that one first. The T3, and we're gonna get most of the stuff from here. Yeah, anything with night vision is worth grabbing. That's true. That's absolutely true. But maybe not so much a Dominator suit. You're gonna need a lot of other things on a Dominator suit besides night vision, and you're not gonna always fight in the dark, especially on the ships. When you go and do combat on the ships, on the mega ships, I don't think you're gonna need night vision. Pretty much everything will be visible. Looks like it's visible. Now, if you find you find a Maverick suit with night vision, grab that ASAP. ASAP. Grab that quickly. Don't let anybody else get it. Grab it. Okay, so we're gonna go with. Let's do metals first. Let's do steel. Steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna use my normal method because I need so much for the system. It's ridiculous. But I'm first gonna finish the T3 and then I'll work on the other ones. Literally, this system will have everything in it. It'll have absolutely everything you need. And it'll be close by to... It's on the bridge, so you can colonize off of it. But let's talk about what other things you can do. Like, right now, I think the Nomad's going to make a big difference to colonization and material farming. I really do think it's going to be the big thing for material farming. It's going to do a big, make a big deal for it. Where is that thing? Huh? The bridge, there it is.
You are clear of the station. Flight control signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What else can we do? Oh, exploration. I'm gonna have to do some exploration with this guy. Finish up the stats. Finish up Elite 5. That's something I haven't done in exploration. Or exobiology. And you can make a lot of money. If I hit Elite 5 with you can make a lot of money just scanning stratum tectonicus. 20 million a pop. So
Flight engaged.
I think it's something I need to do. But once I send this guy out, I can't use him, so I have to have an alternate where I'm going to play. So I have a couple of accounts. One of them was my second account, which I renamed her Hatsumi. You know, I love Japanese girls. Sorry, guys. I just do. I love Japanese women. I'm married to a Chinese woman. It's not the same thing. It's like the Happy Meal at McDonald's. It just doesn't fill, you know. Whereas a Japanese woman is a 36-ounce porterhouse steak. So that's the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? But I've been married a long time, but I named the actual tune Hatsumi, which is Japanese, and she has a lot of engineering done. She has a lot of equipment. So if I go out with Dragster, I cannot use this. One last point: grab any weapons that have stowed reloading or magazine size. You don't really see that, dude. Tom, you don't see that stability. Maybe sometimes you'll see stability, but usually you see headshot. You know, like you'll see something like that. You're not gonna see the more useful stuff. You know. So yeah, if you see a 3, just get it because it'll help you with engineering. You don't need that much. Man, this is taking forever to land. Come on, dude. It's dark.
Docking successful.
Docking successful. So let's see how much steel we need. I installed the what was that, Raven something? But not using it. I installed DD Copod, not using it. So 60, oh my goodness, 60,000. 984. That's a lot. This is the T3, so alright, let's keep going. Lots to do. The first one of probably 500 hauls. I'm gonna have to do like that many. Commander glass full? Half full? Why? Because I'm too optimistic?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm just being realistic. If you do find, I bought a lot of those, the 3s, and it helps out. It helps engineering. Right? It helps engineering. I bought a lot of stuff too. It helps engineering. But then I'm like, why did I do this? And I ended up having a Dominator suit with increased Cargo capacity. Oh no, I disconnected. Oh no. Why are you DCing? We're back. League of Carnage. As soon as I get back to the bubble, I need to finish 6 bases. League, don't you have like 80 jumps to go? Dude, my God, how many jumps do you gotta go? Do I feel sorry for you, dude? I really do. Is it you feel that? I don't know. I just don't get. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. You know, I'm like the first year right after the baby boomers, right? So like I'm the first X-Gener. Okay? I'm the first X-Gener. So it's like my phone was a rotary dial, had black and white TV, you know. I was the latchkid generation. Yeah, like my parents would leave me alone for hours and days and no big deal. But what I'm saying is, it's like new things like technology and stuff. I'd rather use pen and paper. I like pen and paper. I see it right there on my face. And then when I turn off the computer, I have a notebook. So I open up the pages. All the what should I do today? What I'm going to do tomorrow? But with a computer, I have to turn on the computer. I have to get into the game. I have to get into the Raven, whatever. Fucking ED Copilot is annoying. It's just annoying. It's like having a Karen on your shoulder. Oh my God. Come on, dude. Why are you going so slow? Come on.
You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is...
Yeah, 30 to Colonia, dude. Oh my God. 30 to Colonia, that's 3 an hour. That's about 10 hours of jump time. Do you have enough fuel? That's the question. Do you have enough fuel? How did you leave yourself way out there, dude? How did you end up being by yourself out in the black? Like that far out? I don't get that. Why am I here? I need to go to the damn... to the Golden Spike. How did you get yourself so far out and not... You got left behind by the... Distant Worlds group or what? What happened? I don't get it. Cause that's way out, dude. You were way out there. Way out.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ah, you went on vacation. Well, that's okay. That explains it. That explains it. Went on vacation. Yeah, I think Tortoise is back. I think Taurus is back.
Zorgan Peterson, Delta Romeo Alpha.
Let's see.
Look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
I don't know, I saw Tortoise give a thumbs up to somebody. I don't know. Tortoise went in on the thing. The Distant Worlds 3, one of our guys in Squadron. So I went beyond Beagle. I did some night sightseeing, headed back now. T11 is a good miner. Yeah, I agree. I agree, dude. It's a great miner. It's a wonderful miner. I'm actually wondering if we're gonna have different versions, like prefab versions of the Nomad. I wonder. That'd be a good thing to know in advance. You have this prefab version, you got this one, you got this one. Or are they engineerable like everything else? That's everybody's asking the same question. Is it engineerable? But it is a vessel, it is a ship, so I would think it's engineerable. I hope. I wonder if you can use it for mining. How much cargo space would it have? Doesn't have enough room for cargo space. Only problem with T11 is prospector collisions. If you use a separate collector limpet panel, yeah. Everybody uses a separate collector. I just use the same one. I like the same one. I like the same one. Come on, dude. Why is it going so damn slow? It's gonna take forever for me to mine this shit. Take me forever to construct this thing. Prospectors crash into collectors. Yeah, that's true, but that's not a big deal. You get used to setting off the prospector in a different direction or whatever. Okay, so it's 5,043,000, so I get 6 million. So you make some money off of this. $1 million a haul. That's not bad. I don't know how much I have in me to actually transport. So we'll see. We shall see. I may just shut off the auto landing. It's taking forever to land. It's taking forever to land. Get out of here. It'll take me forever to freaking build this thing. You can still send out. You just either destroy them or you turn off the module. You kill everything, but that's okay. So always remember you gotta leave 2 for prospecting. So that's not a big deal. You just have to count. You have to count a lot. I'd rather have the space and be able to mine than to have the other prospector limpet controller. I want to have the space. If we get 7s, I think we can. I think it's 1-7. I'm not sure, unless you have a second panel, but 2 panels work independently, so you get collisions. That's not a big deal, dude. I'm always throwing limpets out. I throw so many limpets out, it's crazy. So it doesn't matter. I appreciate you posting Bridge Systems Jack in your Discord. Hey man, no worries. I'm gonna build them all out. I'm gonna build them all out. I do promise you that. I've been looking at them and seeing which ones are in good positions for like cubs. At least at least refineries, right? So I've been looking at them to see which ones are in good positions for whatever, and I posted it on the forums also to kind of give everybody a heads up that it's there. You know, it just seems like you should actually expand beyond the bubble. It's time to expand beyond the bubble. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything left in the bubble. So except Raxla. But well, that's for another day. So 171 views on the message on the boards, and about 6 people gave me thumbs up, and that's it. Some appreciation there. Not a lot of appreciation, but some. You know what I'm saying? Project Galtia. I might go and help them a little bit. Give them a handout, and join their group a little bit. They're heading to a new hub. They're gonna be at a new hub soon. A new hub / micro bubble. That's what they call it. And so I think I want to help them out a little bit. You know, but I got my own construction needs here, so no hurry whatsoever. Not in a rush. I can take my time. Yeah. So I posted the locations. So now in Discord, if you don't have Drag Discord, DRKK Discord, in the description below there is an invitation. Just go directly in there. There's no checks, no nothing. So yeah, we could probably help you out, League. We could probably help you out, dude. They're headed in the same direction as the Dukes are, but I think they're gonna split up around Colonia. They're going past. One is going east of Sajay, and one is going to Colonia. So I read they have a website. I read the website, and they're very organized. They have about 60 fleet carriers, which is phenomenal. So it means like 60 people. Well, I think it's about less than 60 people actually contributing. So they're a little bit more organized than the Dukes. They have pretty much all the locations of the hubs, and the hubs that they built every 2,000 light years, right? And in their Discord they have like what needs to be constructed next. So they have like a list, so you just know here's what's being constructed, so you can get ready for the next one. So I think they're more organized. You know, I can tell management. I can tell people are managing companies or groups or whatever. These guys are very well organized. There's a road to Sajay, 5,000 light years. Dude, that's more than 5,000 light years. They're at about 9,000 right now, 10,000 light years from the bubble. I don't know about the Barnard Loop thing. I don't know about that road. I know the German lounge group or something like that, they're going They're going west and south towards Angel, I think Angel Nebula or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know all the different locations people are going. Honestly, there's plenty of meat here in the bubble. Like right here where I build the road, there are thousands of systems, hundreds and hundreds of Earth-like worlds you can colonize. Seriously, there's so much, it's ridiculous, and you don't need to go all the way up to Colonia to get it done. But on the Sageway Highway, yeah, I said I might do that. Like I said, I might join him, give him some help, because I'm pretty fast when it comes to unloading and loading, except today, you know, doing this. I don't know why I'm having problems with landing and loading and shit. So anyway,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
yeah, so my next purpose right now is to build hubs along this highway so people can colonize off the road. You know, it's like having trailblazer ships on the bridge. So if you can get all your materials on the bridge, you know, then it's easier for you to go, you know, 30 light years. What's that? 15 light years. You can colonize off the bridge and find some good systems. There are some great systems here. So I actually marked a few. League says it gets tricky on the fringes because of no jails out there. Get in trouble, get sent 6,000 light years south. Yeah, I get your point. I get your point. Viper Racer, you killed somebody? Or you killed yourself? And you got put in jail because you committed suicide. Viper still is the fastest ship in the game. You know, we don't have a faster ship so far. Boost, what, 928? I think that's the top speed. 928. I put the same drives and in my adder, and it boosted to over 600. That was an adder that boosted 600. You know, where's Yamek? The adder is OP. Hit a drone at top speed, went to jail. Oh God. Yeah, the jump range is bad. The jump range is bad. You're right. I had no jump range either. It was all about thrust. It was all about thrusting. Thrustage. Frustation. Anyway, guys. Oh, this is slow going. I think I'm gonna double box. Maybe I'll do it like in a weekend or something. How heavy is this planet? It's not that heavy either. Why the hell is it not going faster? When I actually got this, it was in the light. I hate to go in the dark. Every time I'm doing colonization now, it's dark. Yeah. Yeah, so do an Inara search off the bridge, and you will see how many Earth-like worlds are in vicinity. There are hundreds. Okay, you might have to daisy chain, but you're daisy chaining off the bridge, so you don't have to start in. You don't have to start in Seoul or something, 500 light years away. So there's a lot of Earth-like worlds in the vicinity. Check it out. Grab your Earth-like world, because I had a few marked down, and I actually did a stream, and those 2 or 3 that were marked down were taken immediately. They were taken by people. So, especially one of them had an anomaly, a space anomaly, one of those spiky things.
Engines disengaged.
Good morning, Kix. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Not doing too well on the hauling right now. But I am making some good money, 1.6 million a trip. So that's good. You know. What's up, little buddy? Good to see you.
Nothing. I was up late to open.
Yeah, I'm doing colonization in my in the golden spike system. That sounds interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Literally, that's a lot of space, dude, because they're going in a straight line.
2.
They're not actually expanding out. So you can daisy chain off the Sajay highway in any direction. If I take 10 fleet carriers with tight T1 tonnage on it, I can daisy chain 150 light years in any direction. So it's just a straight line. So there's plenty of real estate, lots of real estate. It's just you have to work a little bit if you want to get to that special system that you want to get to, right? You have to work a little bit. But personally, I don't know if it's worth it, because you're not going to make any extra money. Once you cap out, you cap out. That's it. You know, I'm looking
back here where he's saying something about Barnard's Loop, that they're going towards that.
Yeah.
That was locked. They can't colonize the loop.
No, they can't colonize the loop. So I don't know why they're going there. But everybody's going in different directions. The actual thing is they're moving in all sorts of directions. What is missing is material traders, jails, essentials. What's missing is material traders, engineers, okay, the human and the alien tech brokers. You're missing a lot of things. You're missing a lot of things. But the opportunity for FDev is they can put those in the ARC store and add those. Why am I going here? Jesus Christ. My inventory is empty. Why the hell am I going here? That's what I'm doing. I'm building. I don't know why I'm going to my fleet carrier. I'm getting distracted, but it's okay. DWC has headquarters near Barnard's. They built the highway south. Okay. I don't want to auto dock. Cancel dock.
Request cancelled. Thanks for the chat, I guess.
I never heard her say that. Thanks for the chat, I guess. That's what she said. Thanks for the chat, I guess. Okay, that's nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. I mean, there's just one big daisy chain going up to 10,000 light years. Nothing built meanwhile. Even here, around here, along the bridge, it's empty. There's a lot of empty space, a lot to be colonized. There's no need to actually go that far to find double Earth-like worlds. You can find them here. You might have to daisy chain a little bit, but you can find them. In my opinion, I think it was maybe, you know, they should have done things together, both groups. I don't know if that's happening or something like that. I think it is, because I saw Mercs. One of the Mercs actually is on a list of most cargo hauled. So basically, yeah, once they get to Colonia, I don't know how that's gonna go, but I think they want to. I think the Mercs want to go to Barnard, and this other group is going to some other location. I don't know what location. I want more bases I can buy. I am 100% with you, League of Carnage. I want to buy Dodex, T3s, T2s, Surface T3s. We don't have any Surface T2s, by the way. Have you noticed that? We only have a Surface T1. So there's a lot of need in colonization. There's big needs in colonization. There's big needs in colonization. Yeah, because you have the guys, the major players who are colonizing, and they're doing a lot. And then there's a few that just have one or two systems and they're happy. That's it. And they're just building those places. So I want to see more. I think people would buy more bases.
We need a ground T4 like the Dodec.
This is pretty large, dude.
I keep saying that.
This is as large as Dodec. 60,000 tons of steel. It's craziness. I don't even think I'll finish this in my lifetime.
Maximum capacity.
In my lifetime.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
Anyway. Plenty of colonization. Plenty of star systems you can colonize around here. Plenty.
I like where I'm at. I'm just gonna keep
Plenty. No one asked you to leave where you're at. I'm talking about the group that's out there listening. You know, I was wondering, should I go out 10,000 light years away? My bridge is 600 light years from Seoul. So it's within one jump of everything, so it's a good location.
Drive charging.
And there's plenty to colonize. Plenty. Lots of cheddar. Lots of cheddar. I actually feel like going out sometimes and just exploring the bridge. It's like sometimes I put out that I was going to do that, but also they need to offer FC administration with some dodecs. Yes. Yes. Like for instance, in like you have in the bubble that you can switch some things around in your fleet carrier. Right? You don't have to go back to the bubble. You can do that within a construction. They need to have packages. You know, they need to have packages you can buy for arcs you can put on your Dodec or you can put on a T3. Okay? So you got material vendors, all of them. You got engineers. You know, engineers, I thought engineers had apprentices. These guys have no apprentices. So engineer apprentices that you can engineer stuff. So you need to have like packages you can buy and put on your Dodec. Okay. Wow. I don't know if they thought it, but the colonization is not finished yet. It's unfinished, I think. And the money as a reward is not a reward. So they need to do something about the reward. Something else besides credits. Something else besides credits, because it's not a reward. It's just not. Anyway. No wonder you're so far. You have a lot of hauling. You got a lot of tonnage. That's taking up it's taking up your tritium. You can't even buy ships or resupply outfitting unless you are in a system with an FC administration. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they were planning on people being 10,000 light years away from Sol when they first designed colonization. But there will be a colonization too. I'm telling you right now, because there's going to be an outcry every single day of fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that, and then eventually say, okay, maybe we need to have colonization too. You know, where we're adding stuff to the Dodecs and the T3s, and they can buy with arcs. They can buy like add-ons, including color, like blue and white on a fleet carrier. Somebody wants that.
There you go. In the interiors.
Interiors, yeah. Yeah, we can put exterior stuff, but we can't change the interior colors. So that's strange. I mean, should extend to the interior, right?
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to change the interior to the space station.
Yeah. That's another thing you can do. There's a lot that they can do. They can make arcs continuously, but for some reason, maybe they don't like money.
I want pretty lights on the outside of my space stations.
That's nice.
Because none of the colors are actually amusing me at all.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Secure Tom. That's funny, dude. He's got 10 hours to Colonia, but I don't know if he has enough fuel to jump that much. Do you have enough fuel to jump that much, League?
I don't think you can hold that much to get there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to stop somewhere and mine again. Oh, goodness God. That's craziness. Good news, I am full of selenium. Wonderful, good job, dude. You're mining right now, right? Is that what you're doing? Daddy's gonna engineer when I get back. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't think they planned that there would be a road to Colonia. But when I'm doing planning, then I would immediately, that's the first thing I would have done. Okay? I would have thought, shit, they're gonna go to Colonia in this. Maybe we should extend the 15 light year range to maybe 50 so they can get there faster. Yeah, new ship needs engineering. Yeah, the Kestrel, it does need some engineering. But I haven't used the Kestrel much. Actually, I haven't seen pretty much anybody use the Kestrel. None of the content creators are using Kestrels. I actually built an exploration ship with the Kestrel because of the landing gear. You know, it's very close together, so you can actually land in tight places. I actually thought the Kestrel was going to replace the Viper, but it didn't. It didn't. You can't get over 600. Imagine that. Viper having 900 jump range. 900, 900 boost. Yep. Gonna try the button run. Hut and run Kestrel does 7,000 Cs. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Doing now the Kestrel, I don't know if you can. I don't think it has been tried yet to do the run, the Kestrel run.
Landing gear retracted.
I think 7,000 is
Yeah, I think so. But you need a lot of fuel. Does it have the fuel? Does it have the space for the fuel? It's fast, but may consume too much fuel. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make it. I don't think
No, you're gonna have to put extra fuel tanks. I don't think you'll make it, actually. Yeah, I don't think you'll make it. Yep.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I need light. I hate colonizing in the dark. Anyway,
do the hut and run in a Panther Clipper.
Orbital flight engaged.
oh, you can put a lot of
You have to fuel, but you have to be wiggling all over.
You can
the
put a
place.
lot of fuel.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
But it like yeah wiggles around too much now. I think. I don't remember wiggling that much before.
I only hit like 300 C or something, and it starts wiggling like mad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yep, that is true.
I made up my mind up here because I'm gonna have a bunch of points, tier 3 points I won't be able to use, so I'm gonna put up a tier 3 station.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm gonna get that drop though. After I'm done building this thing, which shouldn't take too long, I'm gonna put down a refinery so that I don't gotta keep running for the heavy stuff.
This looks pretty
So
nice
once I'm
during the
done with this-
daytime.
Once
Yeah.
I'm done with this, dude, it's gonna be high security already.
This
But you know,
city, the T3 city, is surrounded by mountains, so it looks really nice when you like land. In the daytime, it looks really nice. It's really nice in the daytime.
someday I'll get back to my original system. Probably not.
I just have to build one more thing in my hub, and I'm done. There's really no need to keep on building that hub.
Well, I got to figure out, because I don't want to screw up that system. I got to sit down and figure out what I want to push it to. Because that one
Again.
planet's going to be all science and industry.
Yeah, I just don't see the value in spending so much time into one system, because just you don't make money off of it anyway. So it's like
But it's going
they
to be like,
capped.
there's like 30 space builds.
You know, it's capped.
And
Cap.
I want another, I think another T2 up there, but a T3 ground station. I'm putting that T3 ground station where that Dodeck is in orbit up.
See, for me, I think keep on building, expanding, building these hubs, moving, getting another colonization system. Keep adding that way. That may be the reward.
But this system that I'm building
No, no
I
league.
have to stop. I have to stop and look at it. Every time I finish something, I'm like, oh, did I screw it up? No, I don't think so. 'Cause it's
You-
tight. There's not much that you can do in space.
There's a
And that can
cap.
hurt.
There's a cap on colonization of 5 million per week. You can't make more than 5 million a week. Actually,
worried about
I
the
built
money.
another system. I added another billion to my population, and I haven't moved from 4.2 million. So they say that you have a levy at 5 million. So that means if you hit 5 million, they tax you, so you go below 5 million. Not that you stay at 5 million. They have a levy at 5 million. So I went over, one day I went over, like I had 11 million. And after that, I haven't been able to move past 4.2 million. So I'm stuck at 4.2 million for months now. And I built. I'm like, I had this Dodeck, I had this one, I had that T3. It's like nothing. So it's right now I'm stuck at 4.2 million. So there's
You got a
no
lot more systems than me.
there's no
I'm at
bucks.
2.6.
No bucks. There's nothing. There's no reward. None whatsoever. So it's and I'm sorry, but I know I said I sounded profane, my Galnet queen, but it's retarded. It's retarded that you have no reward for something so extensive and so much grinding, so much work that you have to put into this, and there's literally no reward. 4 million is not a reward. That's one freaking Thargoid. Which one is the 6 million? The Cyclops, which I can take down in 5 minutes. Seriously, there's no reward. Zero reward for colonization, except maybe just to expand all your systems and get all like add them like their money or something. There's no reward, none, zero. So I'm very disappointed in FDev for that reason. There was no reason for them to put a cap. None whatsoever. Zero reason to put a cap. So put a levy on what? On colonization? So what? If someone makes 100 million per week, good for them. That means that they worked hard. That means they put time and effort. And there's some systems that are... We went to one. I was defending one system. The guy has so many orbitals. It's crazy. How much money is he making? 4.2? 4.5? You can't make more than that. So I'm sorry I have to talk about this all the time, but it's the stupidest thing that I've ever seen in my life. You put a levy on how much you can make in colonization. Why do you want to do that? You don't want people to play your game? Why create a system and then tell people don't play it? Why make something and then you tell people don't play it? Because that's what you're doing. Minus 35% when you're doing fortification of a system. Minus 35%. Why do you create something and tell people don't play it? By nerfing it. Because that's what you're telling people to do. You're telling people don't play my game. And here's why. Because I just nerfed it. Don't play. Play something else. Go play X4. Go play Starfield. Go play Star Citizen. Don't play my game. Here's why. Because I nerfed it. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that thinking. Where does it come from? Is it English? If you're English, can you please explain to me why this is the thinking of FDev? Because it's retarded. Okay, I'm sorry I have to be this way, but it's fucking retarded. You want people to play your stuff. You want people to play your colonization. Like this poor guy, Kix. He's building out this system like crazy, right? How much is he making? Nothing. Same here. Same with me. Nothing. So you built out all these systems. You built out all these things for people to use, and you get nothing for it. 4 million is nothing. When one Cyclops, you get 6. Then reduce the Cyclops, nerf the Cyclops to 6,000. And see how many people are going to play Thargoids. Or they're going to fight Thargoids. Reduce the Cyclops to 6,000 instead of 6 million as a bounty. And see how many play the game. That's what you're doing when you're doing that to colonization. It's stupid. You built a system, then you nerf it. You built another system, you nerf it. Why are you doing that?
When they did that 15 light year limit, they were only expecting people to colonize from the bubble out. That was it. They weren't expecting people to do mega roads like they are. And
no, I get. Yeah, I know.
Shit.
That's why it's not finished. It's not finished. There's no traders. There's no engineers. There's no even apprentices. And I put it online.
If they wanted to do that, they should have. Okay, here's the token. You got a token, and you can take your carrier out. It's maximum jump distance, and you can build a system at 500 light years. Then you wouldn't see retarded roads everywhere.
Look, in No Man's Sky, you find a system, you can name the system. You can name it free. You name it. You find a planet, you name the planet free. They don't have a hang up about naming.
Clear of the station. Safe
Okay,
travel.
you want to make arcs, then give us the right to name the fucking system and the planets. Other games they let you name. You don't have to pay for it. I don't get that stuff. I really don't. I don't understand the mindset. So if you're English and you're smart English, you know, you live in the Cambridge area, can you please let me know why these people are doing this? Why they're doing this? Why they build something, they take months and years to build, and then they nerf it. That's what they did with the colonization. They nerfed power play. I won't do reinforcement systems. I just won't do it. I refuse. I refuse to do it. I don't understand. I really don't understand the mentality. You know, oh, we have to balance the game. Dude, just make the other stuff better. Balance it that way. We want people to be colonizing closer. That's why we have 15. The whole point, you should have never done the 15 light years. You should have the Trailblazer ships go out, start mini bubbles, and then colonize 15 light years from those mini bubbles. And then you would have found locations all across the galaxy. You know, you wouldn't have had the Dukes of Myken and the Galtians grab all the nebulas on the way. They're getting all the nebulas on the way to Colonia. So nobody else can get those nebulas. Only them. Okay? So literally, what'd you say? You can literally name real stars in RW. What's RW? What's RW? Yeah. Anyway. Real world, okay. IRL, we say IRL. Yeah, you can name stars. You just buy the naming rights on the star system. You can name a system, a star after your daughter, your girlfriend, or your wife in real life, but you can't do it in Elite Dangerous.
You know, I was just going to bring that up. I was going to say that, you know, we do that. Why didn't they add that to this game? Why didn't they connect that in?
I don't know, dude.
Just saying. That would be interesting. But then again, I don't want everybody's name all over my system. I don't know.
Landing gear deployed.
There's no accuracy at this point anyway. The map was created more than 10 years ago. We found more than 5,000 exoplanets, which don't match Elite Dangerous. Some do, some don't. So there's no reality, there's no realism to the galactic map anymore. It's skewed. It's wrong. So it's just a game. Let us name the systems. Let us name the planets. You know, for God's sakes. You know, put some limitations. You like to nerf things. You have to have 100 million population or something like that. You know? I don't see what the problem is. I really don't. I keep talking about all these on these streams because I know these guys are listening. I know the Galnet woman is listening. She called me profane, of course. She listened to my stream. You know, I know Ricardo's listening. I know other people are listening to the stream. So I know FDev is listening. I really do think you guys have made a big mistake. A big mistake. You did colonization, you nerf it. You did power play 2, you nerf it. Vanguard came out and you said we would be able to have our own missions, right? Be able to start our own missions that our squadron can do. Nothing like that happened. Literally, Vanguard, the squadron thing, is a big nothing burger. You know, you don't need a squadron carrier. You really don't. It's very expensive. Very expensive. There are 400 million stars. We're not going to run out. Agreed. 400 billion stars. Yeah. Plus, League, don't forget that we have dwarf galaxies that are actually orbiting the Milky Way galaxy. And there is one that we keep seeing when we go through the Braden Tunnel. That's one of the dwarf galaxies that's circling the Milky Way. So there are more than just what we have in the Milky Way. So I have no clue why they do what they do, but it's not my game. Anaconda Graveyard is one. I never got out there. I think you can get out there with the I wonder if you can get out there with the Caspian. But you wouldn't be able to jump back, I guess. So the Anaconda Graveyard will add a addition. Anyway, sorry for ranting,
That thing
guys.
also depends on your what do you call it? How it starts.
Yeah. Sorry for ranting so much. It's just I just don't understand. I don't understand. I would think you'd want to make things fun and there's no rebalancing. There's no rebalancing in this game. None whatsoever. There's no rebalancing. No need to rebalance anything. There really isn't. You just make something else a little harder. Okay, you got you got new ships, but everybody's the Cobra Mach 5, needs to be rebalanced. That's what Yannick says. No, it doesn't. It only gets a boost of 600. It doesn't really have capacity to fight, right? You can put some good weapons on it, but you can't really fight with it. For me, I just use it for all-purpose ship, even exploration. It doesn't need to be rebalanced. As long as the Cutter is the best tank in the game, and the Viper is the fastest fastest ship in the game. Okay, there's nothing you need to rebalance. There really isn't. I don't believe in having to rebalance. You just create something that's harder. Okay, you just create something that's harder. You increase the stats on the mercenary ships, on the pirate ships. Increase the stats. Raise their shields. Raise their shields. Raise their shields. Raise their guns. Make them harder. That's it. That's rebalancing. Not nerfing what you just created. You don't nerf the Cobra Mach 5. You don't nerf Power Play 2. You don't nerf colonization. You create things, other things, or you make other things. That would be the balance. But there's no For colonization, having a cap, a levy, having a cap at 5 million, there's no need for that. Because you're doing a community goal right now where you're giving someone, here's what you're doing. I deliver 1 aluminum. 1. I'll get 22,000 credits for that 1 aluminum. Plus, when this is over, I get 45 million credits. What's the markup on that? 2,000%? Okay? So, you don't need to rebalance things. You don't need to nerf things. You just need to create other things that are better. Okay? So what, somebody gets 100 million from colonization? Would that be a bad thing? 100 million. Can you imagine getting 100 million, Carnage? That means that you did so much hauling, so much work, days and days and days and days, weeks, months of hauling, that you were able to rack up 100 million a week. 100 million a week. Okay? 100 million a week. Can you imagine that? So what? I'm going to get 2 billion right now from doing the CG in 1 week. Okay? I'm going to get 2 billion across 10 accounts because I hauled 4 Panther clippers full of aluminum. Plus, I'm going to get the bonus. It'll be 2 billion. 2 billion plus. Okay, that's what I'm going to make. Okay? So think about this. In 1 week, I'm going to make 2 billion, and I'm getting 4.5 million from colonization. And I spent a year building the bridge. A year. And doing hubs. So I can have all these things to be able to build other places. All the materials to build other places. So it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
How they think. I really need to sit down with a Brit from Cambridge and see how they think. Pick their brains. Maybe it's the food. Maybe it's the atmosphere. Maybe it's the beer that they drink. I don't know. Why do they think this way? That they have to nerf the goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying, Kix? Sorry, man.
Remember when I said we need a new enemy to fight? And we finally got it. And I told you if they do it, it'll probably be pirates again. And we got pirates again.
I think
Instead of what
Mrs.
it's
Z is
like
gonna
the
be.
Guardians.
I think Mrs. Z is gonna be a new faction. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. I think she's gonna be a new faction. She's gonna control some part of space 1,000 light years out, and then this will be the beginning of these power play factions that are actually going to be out in the black. So this will be one. There'll be another one. There'll be another one. There'll be more power play people to work with, because you can fight for her as one of the. If you look at the list, I said this before. If you look on the list of the missions you can take a mission to capture a mega ship. Capture a mega ship for the other party, but you can do it for PowerPoints. So, does that mean that she's going to be a new PowerPoint faction? That's the question. We have a black one, right? We have a blue-haired one. Maybe a Chinese one. Who knows?
I think all the operation stuff is going to be its own enemy. That's what I see. They created stuff new just for all of that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I just want our own faction and our own systems. That would be a good start for colonization.
Ownership. I want to see ownership. That's true.
Orbital flight
Ownership.
engaged.
Because then it would give us a reason to actually do the BSG to take over a system with all of our own
BGS.
guys. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
So, there you go. Just by giving us our own factions,
I agree with you.
the guild. There you go.
But we don't know if we're gonna get that. So we don't know. We don't know if we're gonna get that in BGS at the end of the year or something like that. But there's a lot of open stuff, a lot of open projects that they haven't finished, and I don't think they have the manpower to finish it. You know? They should throw whatever money that they make for the league. They should throw it back in the league at this point. They're making tons of money from the dinosaurs. They should just throw it back in the lead. So we'll see. Yep.
Request granted.
I don't think you'll make 100 million a week, but let's say 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. You know, you still could make a lot by colonization. That would be a reward. Because it would make sense if you put in all that effort and all that calling. It would make sense to have that much. You know, 20 million to 50 million a week. No levy. No levies. Okay. All I know is one week I went over 11 million.
Landing gear deployed.
When I think my Dodec went online. And then the week after it was 4.2. And that's it. I'm at 4.2 forever now. I never go up. So that's, every time I see that, it just makes me want to not colonize anymore. Makes me want to just quit colonization, quit power play. Just don't play anything, because the same thing they did with mining. They nerfed mining 8 years ago. It was like, what the hell is wrong with you people? A lot of people left the game, and then just like, goodbye, don't want to play this anymore. The favorite thing to do was tritium hotspots.
Ship released.
You know, tritium mining. That was the favorite thing to do. People looking for tritium hotspots in every direction. Tritium overlaps, double overlap, triple overlap. Oh my god.
And mining it sucks because that's
So it was like one cutter would be 1 billion credits. One cutter.
Frame shift.
I didn't take advantage of
get
that.
over. I don't think you get like even 30% on a trip run.
Nope. That's capped.
Like 26 might be the highest.
You have metal rich rings with hotspots, platinum hotspots, but there's no surface mining. Does that make sense to you?
And you won't even find the pop rocks like my system. This one system did an overlap, a platinum overlap in the wrong type thing. And I found exactly one pop rock that
Dude,
said it had platinum.
there's so much nerfing in this game that they thought there was gameplay. And I kept, every time I go online and I leave a message on the forums, one thing I always bring up is nerfing is not gameplay. You're not creating gameplay when you nerf something. You're destroying gameplay.
Right.
You know, you don't destroying gameplay. Nerfing is not gameplay. So it was good. It was good back then. It was a lot of money. I didn't take advantage of it. I started doing Pay Night. Remember Pay Night? You can get $1 billion out of Pay Night.
Yeah, I told you I got a Pay Night hotspot here.
But now you can't. Pay Night's like the shittiest rock in the universe. It's like
I don't think Pay Night lasted that long as being the top dog.
it was good for a while. That guy at Down to Earth Economy, he was Down to Earth Astronomy. He was doing Pay Night. He loved Pay Night. In Delcar's system. Yeah.
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4.
There's no need to nerf. Just
Automated approach, Commander.
hire a couple more people. Hire a couple more people. Create more content. That's how you balance the game out. Something you think is over OP, or maybe it's too much. $1 billion on a haul of cargo. Oh, how can I fix this? Make the bounties of the pirates higher. Odyssey bounties are horrible. Utterly freaking horrible. They're like the colonization thing you get per week. It's horrible. You know, you have this scavenger only worth 1,000 credits. It's retarded. But once he gets in his ship, he's worth 200,000. That doesn't make any sense.
Landing complete.
You know?
System shut down.
He's incompetent as a flyboy, but he's got over 100,000 in bounties on him. He's incompetent. He's competent, right? Or novice. He's got over 100,000 bounties. But he's on the ground, and you shoot him, only 1,000. It's craziness. I just don't understand the thinking. I really don't. I just wish I could sit down with some British people and they can educate me as to this kind of mindset, because I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Why you have to make people suffer and not have fun. You build a game for people to have fun, not to suffer and grind and say, fuck it, I quit the game. How does that help you if a perfectly good player quits the game?
Grinding isn't gameplay.
Grinding isn't gameplay. Nerfing isn't gameplay. The engineering isn't gameplay. Engineering is engineering.
Ship released. You're clear to leave.
So I need to understand this mindset. So because it just seems backwards. It seems dark. Okay, like there's no thought. Very robotic. Very mechanical. You know. Anti-creative, because you created something and then you nerf it. So makes no sense to me. Really doesn't. I need to understand, but no one can explain that to me why. And I sit for a few hours because I create games too, right? And when the kids succeed, like I make some things that are pretty hard, some games that are a little bit harder, right? But when they succeed, when they figure out a mechanism to do it, I don't want to change the mechanism. I don't want to change the game and make it harder to nerf it. I want them to keep doing it over and over again and make it easier and easier every time. Okay, when they do it and they succeed, they get a rush. They love it. They jump up and down. They just the faces they make is amazing. That's payment for me. When I see that, when I see people full of joy at something. I'm not gonna nerf the fucking game to make it harder now because they figured it out. They figured it out. I'm gonna nerf it. No. I'm gonna let them keep doing it. They're gonna get better and better and better and do it faster and faster, and they're gonna have fun doing it. That's when grinding becomes fun, when you get rewarded for it. So yeah, I still I don't understand. I just don't. I don't get it. Do you hate people? That's why you make people grind like this? Or you nerf stuff so people feel like they don't want to play anymore? Maybe you hate people. Or maybe they hate this game. You know, they like dinosaurs. They like lions and zoos and roller coasters. They don't like space games. You know, they don't like Thargoids and Guardians. Sorry for ranting, guys. I just, been doing it for like, 30 minutes now. There's so much that could be different, and it would attract people to, like, I know of a few people that quit the game because they nerf colonization. They show up in chat sometimes. They say, hey, what's going on? I'm still not coming back to the game. Literally, they quit because they put like 50, 60, 70 hours of colonization into the game. They were expecting a payout, and then all of a sudden, boom. Boom. They get nerfed. One guy got pissed off because they made the changes in the linking, with the economies, but I think they made that easier. So he quit because of that. So it's kind of dear to me because you see how much I've constructed, right? And I don't go up. It don't increase. It doesn't increase. The payment doesn't increase per week. Even though I built more stuff, it doesn't increase. Isn't that amazing? Yep. But what's wrong with them making 20 million a week? What's wrong? 50 million a week. So what? You're giving them, for hauling one piece of aluminum, 1 ton of aluminum, you're giving them 45 million in this community goal. 45 million. Okay? I'm going to make 2.2 billion on this community goal. So what? They're making 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. So what? They deserve it because they built something. Okay? They did the work that you should be doing. They're building the systems out that you should have built already as FDev, but you didn't do it. Because you don't have the people. You have like 2 people working for you. On Elite Dangerous. Seriously. Go deliver 1 ton of aluminum and you make 85 million. I said 85, 45 million. 45 million. Okay? 1 ton. 1 ton. Imagine that. Imagine that. It's craziness. Anyway, enough of that.
Landing gear retracted. Ship raised. Engines engaged.
Here we are. Okay. Let's get some things done. I got North Road left to talk, so I'm gonna say very little from now on. To be honest with you, I just don't think it's fair. Tasty cargo. I don't have anything in my cargo. Why am I getting interdicted?
Yeah, I got that a couple times.
I got no
myself,
freaking
and
cargo.
absolutely nothing.
I have no cargo, dude. Why are you interdicting me? Get out of here. Come on. I gotta build up the security in the system because this pisses me off. There's like, I got zero. Look at all the tasty cargo. What cargo? What cargo? Shoo. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. There's no tasty cargo. I haven't loaded yet. Okay. So maybe my two friends at Galnet, if they're listening, you can tell me why FDev decides to nerf things and why the reward system is so crappy in Elite. Seriously. And colonization specifically too. It's really crappy. For all the effort we put into it, all the work we put into it, there should be more recognition. So you guys, if you're listening, you can tell me why. Because you're British, and you guys are pretty close-knit to... you even work for the same company. So you can tell me why FDev decides to nerf the crap out of this game and then make a reward system for something that people work hard on and grind away so minuscule. I really would like to know. You can do a special news event. Galnet can make a special news event on this, and I could finally understand why it's so crappy. Because literally one Cyclops, I could make more than what I'm making right now with all the colonization I did. Check out the bridge. How many systems and how much construction I have in the bridge. Yes, I had some help, but majority of it I did on my own. Check it out. And why am I making so little? Why is the reward so... I mean, really, there's no sense in colonizing. Even the Dodec, we get charged $35, but we get what out of it? Free build? So, I would love if you guys at Galnet can do something like that, can do a special report, help me to understand, help me to calm down. And as I'm actually at the forefront of a very large group of people that hate this crap, hate the nerfing, hate the poor reward system. So it would be great if we can find out, because you're British and there's other British people you work with, why you guys think the way you do. Is it the water? Is it the beer that you drink? Is it the food? Okay, what is it that makes you think that this is fair? That getting absolutely nothing, a reward for colonizing and doing the job that FDev should be doing. This should be automatically in the BGS. Colonization should be automatic in the BJS. But it's not. So please help me to understand and help others like me, because there's a massive group of people that are waiting for the answer. Well, we decided to not reward you because we don't like this game and we just want you to quit playing it. Please quit playing it so we can shut it down. I wish you could tell us this. Tell us the truth. Tell us what the truth is. Inquiring minds want to know. What is the truth? Because I don't understand. I really don't. It makes no sense to put so much effort into building something, so much effort into a module of this game, and then nerf the fuck out of it. Minus 35% nerf on power play. Jesus Christ. And you have decay anyway. You have power play merit decay. Control point decay. So you have the decay already. No, let's add another nerf to it. I don't know. So much work went into power play and ruined overnight. It's ruined. I wouldn't. I only play power play for the care packages. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not into the power play as a gameplay of this game. So just help me to understand. That's all I ask. And I'll shut up once I know. You know, once I know we hate you, we don't want this game to continue, we want to shut it down. We want only to build dinosaurs, parks, and animal zoos. Then say this, you know, and me and the rest of the population, we can go some other game. You know, we don't have to give you any money. Okay? We can take our money somewhere else. Because sure, I don't understand. That'll be the only reason, is that they just want the game to do badly. They don't want people to play the game. Like what happened with the mining. As soon as the mining was nerfed, and then they brought in tritium hotspots because they're bringing the fleet carrier. As soon as that happened, it's like, I don't even know how many people quit. I didn't even know how many people quit. A lot quit. I stopped playing. I stopped doing mining. It seemed useless to me. You know. Especially, you don't need to mine trit, because you can do tritium in a refinery system. So that's that. But I wish I could understand. I really do. I don't understand this mindset. But the way they react, the way they do things in this game, is the only feeling I have is that they don't like the game, and they don't want people to play it. Okay? That's the only feeling I have over that. You know, they like dinosaurs better. I don't know. Someone say something. Sorry for the rant, guys, but
Landing gear deployed.
you know, sometimes when they do things, I just get so frustrated. I turn off the computer. I don't play anymore. I just say fuck it. Just leave the game for a day or two. cool off.
Docking successful.
If I don't manage to cool off, I'll probably end up quitting completely too, like everybody else. And I spent a lot of money in this game, let me tell you. Remember, I have 10 accounts. Oh, 12 actually. 2 I haven't activated yet. So
Landing gear retracted. Ship raised. Engines engaged.
very easy to move somewhere else. Very, very easy. You just, all you have to do is go to Steam and say, delete. Boop. Gone. Game deleted. That's it.
Frameshift drive charging.
But the payouts is the biggest problem. You gotta keep the immersion, you know, having your name across the system, having your name across the planets, ownership of the place. All these things add to the person loyalty factor, and they stay with the game for a long time. They don't leave. And that's what you want to do. You want to build loyalty so that they can keep shopping and buying arcs and shopping your store, right? I want 1 million loyal customers. So I'm going to do everything in my power to get those loyal customers. And that includes everything I said, not nerfing the game, having a better reward system, having ownership. I would love to have it just doesn't feel complete that the hub I built, I put so much time into it, that I can't change the names of the planets or the system itself, etc., etc. So just, I wish I could. My one hub, I want to call it the Dragon's Lair, right? You know, I could call another one Dragon Capital or Dragster's Capital or some shit like that. DRKK Capital. But I wouldn't put any profane, even though I may curse a lot on the stream, and I apologize that I do. I'm from New York. I was raised in New York, so it's like every other word is the F word. In any case, you want your name to be across the system. You want to, okay, we're paying ARCs just to change the name of the station. What about the planet? What about the system? What about owning the planet? You could fix colonization by giving us governorship. We become governors of planets and systems. And we get, instead of getting levied, we levy other things. We get the taxes. We are part of the taxes. Okay? Ownership. I've been talking to my face is blue. I'm blue in the face, man. You gotta have ownership for people to stay in the game. How many people we have in our squadron, dude? Are you still there, Kicks, or you fell asleep?
I don't know. 30 something.
30 something. And how many people actually play? When they join, then they play for a little bit, then they quit.
I think there's only like 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. So that's important. Ownership, immersion, people actually
Docking request granted.
getting rewarded for the hard work, right? All that keeps people playing. And they play, they buy arcs. They buy arcs, you make more money. It's simple. It's just not rocket science. You know?
I was just chasing a station around a star so I can dock again.
God damn it. I hate when that happens.
Landing gear deployed.
It just hung. I was like, it was just bouncing between like a megameter. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I only need one more and I can drop out.
Yeah.
Docking successful.
These take a long time. The ground stations take a long time. But I'm doing a T3 because I can do the escape pod method. Once this is constructed, then I can do the escape pod method from here to build out the rest of the system. So I built a T3 in orbit, 2 refineries right away. I have also tech attached to it. So I'm going to build a T3 on the surface. So pretty much majority of the equipment I need will be in this one little hub. I'll be a majority of materials I need. Shit, I didn't even load. What am I doing, dude? Anyway.
Landing gear retracted. Ship raised. Engines
So
engaged.
basically, that's the progression I do. And then after that, I can build out everything else. Industrial, agricultural, whatever. You want to make more money in the system, you got to do extraction and production. So that will make you more money.
Charging.
So
3, 2, 1. Engage.
what time is it? Okay, good. I should have gone to go. I was going to Golan's Pike. Didn't I load? I know, because didn't I get interceded? I got into. Fuck. That's why I got thrown around, I think. I don't remember. Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's see what happens with the Nomad. You know, I talked a lot about it. We looked at every picture, left, right, with a magnifying glass, and everyone came with different conclusions. A lot of wishes. A lot of dreams. We'll see what happens with that. That's why they probably never fixed the Caspian landing gear, because they were going to build this vessel. So
Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 3 Niner.
that's why.
Automated docking approved.
Well, it'd be good timing though. The 30th, after the 30th, the summer starts to slow down. It gets too hot. So I'm burning a lot of electricity to keep the place cool.
Landing gear deployed.
You know, the little office we have. And so I usually tell people to take vacation early. So take a month off. Some take 2 weeks, some take 3 weeks, whatever they got. So I might work from home. So this summer I just might wake up very early, play a little bit, work from home after that, and then most people are on vacation, so they don't want to meet up, or they send their kids different places. So there's nothing, no work being done.
Cargo hold at maximum
Fun times.
capacity.
I want to code a game, and I've been working with Unreal Engine 5. So I want to code a game in Unreal Engine.
Landing gear retracted.
Something fun for the kids, like a little dragon game or something like that. They love dragons
Station perimeter.
and dinosaurs. They love dragons and dinosaurs. Kids love all these little fun things.
All clear. Flight control signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Maybe I should bring the ship. No, I can't bring it. It doesn't matter if the fleet carrier is over there. Too bad you can't do the escape pod method with planetary construction sites. Too bad.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, I never get to do that because my CMM place, I can't do that at. There's no shipyard, which is bullshit. But whatever.
Yeah. That's something missing in this game is a T2. That's a T1. You need to build some kind of tech orbital communication satellite in orbit will give you the shipyard. But it'll probably change it to a tech station.
Docking request granted.
I hate working in the dark. Oh well. Well, it looks like people are just falling off here. They stopped watching. I went from 12, 11 to 5. Well, I stopped ranting. Maybe the ranting kept people watching, if I can say something. I seriously think they listen because I know the Galnet lady, she was referring to me when she called me
Landing gear deployed.
Commander Profane. Because she said exactly what I said on my video about the hatch. Okay.
She didn't meet me yet.
No, she meant me, because I'm always cursing, dude. You don't say much. And you were, I don't think you were there when I was doing the video.
Engines disengaged.
Wow.
She called me Commander Profane. She doesn't like when I curse.
You change your name, you got 500 arcs.
Nah, I'm fine.
Retracted.
Profane Drac.
Engines engaged.
I'm Profane Drac. Badmouth Drac.
That could be funny.
Dirty Drac. Dirty Drac. There you go. I'm Dirty Drac.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Engage.
Did we dump off the cargo? Yeah, there's no reason to get interdicted. Why we got interdicted? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, guys. Well, we're slowly losing everybody, so I think the lack of interest.
I'm awake.
Ah, you're here, yeah. A lot of people come after the fact they watch, I guess they watch the stream after the fact. I guess I shouldn't be so angry about things and just say, fuck it, let's just play the game, but I know it keeps people interested. I have done marketing in
Delta Romeo Alpha.
several businesses for decades.
Be mindful of other pilots.
So I know it keeps people interested. People love free stuff. That's the first thing. So they got that down with community goals, but
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking.
they love free stuff.
Automated docking approved.
People like to get paid for what they're worth. People want ownership. There's no such thing as you own nothing and you'll be happy. Okay, that's utter freaking idiocy. The happiest face a man could have was when he has his house. When he buys a house or buys land. Because he can realize all the potential that those things are going to give him. He can dream. You know.
Yeah, and the government taxes it to hell.
Well, I'm not worried about that. You just make more. You know. That's why I can own 10, 12 fleet carriers. And I'm not worried about it because I make more. I just made $2 billion this week. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it quits here. Fly dangerously, stay frosty. 07, 07, 07, 07. I love you all.
Contact. Cleared to disembark.
Take care. Have a great day.